Oh, I love this guy Law Cope on Twitter. He tagged me in something. He goes, Aaron, how's that going to end? And it's Clown World on Twitter posting a Reddit post from r/polyamory. Wife's boyfriend stayed at our place last night. Law Cope writes, Aaron, how's that going to end? Probably in charges for everybody. But only one guy's going to beat the felony. Terrible. Veldrain with $1 says, Aaron, don't forget to bring your Haka dance instructor certification with you to the DMV. They might need that. I Haka. ZAKP with $2. Oh, yeah, there's the latest onion, cope, and lie. Yeah, there's no proof. First of all, it never happened. Second of all, it's a desperate attempt because suckers like you are at least smart enough not to go to that stupid event. It's failing. People are dropping out of it, and they need something. I got bad news. Let me spoil it for you. There is no reveal. There is no big thing. It's another lie. And they're stacking up. I'm surprised you retards haven't picked up on it because you are stupid. But I didn't think that you would. I mean, you guys are Charlie Brown kicking at the football. And I'm sorry, JZAKP. I'm just, it's a little too easy for me. It's like punching one of those clowns that keeps coming up at you. It's just kind of easy. They're not even worth taking seriously anymore. It's desperation. They're chasing their daddy. Oh, we can get M on record. McBuster's giving him shit about, yeah, you know, Citizen M, McBuster is right, and you should answer for this. You should probably apologize. You've exposed private people. Like, you have been a real shitty guy going after children and stuff like that. However, I don't think Citizen M ever did anything with the gym. Citizen M would like to apologize right now for exposing private citizens and being a shitbag. He can apologize publicly. Should probably do that on YouTube and Twitter too. The apology should be as loud as the disrespect. As a matter of fact, I remember that M. Yeah, I'm actually gonna get rid of you. Unless there's an apology on that one. But no, M, I'm gonna get M's back on this. I think he would disavow anyone that called the gym, and although they didn't really bother Scott kind of with him back now. He gave me the phone for one of them, one of Patrick's guys, and the guy was so timid and weak-willed. And I'm like, hey, how many times did you call last night when you were all f***ed up leaving messages? Click. He did not do very well with that one. Yeah, you know what, McBuster, that's a great point. McBuster does raise a good point. M would like to apologize about that. I think Citizen M would like to take this. He has a platform now where he can apologize and say he's sorry. I like that. I do. I think McBuster is right. I think it's only fair. Sam Show says ban M again. It would be kind of funny. But yeah, I think M seems like he says he's turning over a new leaf and everything. He has been a piece of shit. And here's what happened. Steel Toe triggered him somehow. He got emotional, and he did some things that definitely crossed the line because he was mad at Daddy Aaron. And then he got over it, and he was much better after that, and now he would like to say he's sorry. Oh, boy. Hey, what happened? Citizen M got awfully quiet there. Citizen M got awfully quiet. Oh, by the way, I just saw this on Twitter. It was Jesse P.S.'s promotion of his show from last night, which I listened to a little bit of as Gordy and I were heading over to SP's, but I didn't catch too much of it. He was talking about a guy named Comedy Shaman. And I thought I had never heard of Comedy Shaman. And then he said Comedy Shaman's real name. And it's Clay Combs. And it got my dander up because I'm like, Clay Combs, wait a minute. Clay Combs, this mother was like an ardent Steel Toe viewer. Like, he called in to the hotline. He was texting in constantly. He would call in with this Hank Hill impression. He always wanted to call in and do Hank Hill on the show. Until one day I pissed him off with something. You know, always with these guys who are like your biggest fans, they call in constantly and everything else. You always end up pissing them off somehow, right? And this Clay Combs guy, who apparently is Comedy Shaman and apparently is wildly mentally ill, he was obsessed with Steel Toe. And then he just kind of like, he sent me a big long email one day. He was totally pissed at me. He was mad that I did something or other. And then I never heard from him again. And then I'm watching the PODAWFUL show yesterday, and he's talking about Comedy Shaman, and I'm like, I really don't know who this Comedy Shaman is. And then Jesse P.S. says Clay Combs. And I'm like, Clay Combs? That's, what the? Chad Buzamok says, this isn't a brag. He is mentally retarded, and you're claiming him as a true Toe fan till you upset him. I'm saying people like him, I don't know if he was necessarily a fan. I was just a guy who would answer the phone and let him do Hank Hill. And then when I didn't let him do Hank Hill anymore, then he sent me a long email about what a piece of shit I was. So I think I was being used, perhaps. Doom says, tonight's show should strictly be a live reaction to last night's PODAWFUL. The Shaman stuff is incredible. We don't do an evening show on Thursdays. However, I did watch, you missed it, Doom. We did talk about it a little bit ago. I did watch some of that PODAWFUL. Comedy Shaman was like a big Steel Toe. Well, not like a big Steel Toe fan for a while. I didn't know it was Comedy Shaman at the time till I watched PODAWFUL yesterday. He used to like to call in and show off his impressions that he thought he could do. He's like, hey, can I do Hank Hill for a second? And we're like, yeah. It was, I didn't know it until Jesse said his real name last night, Clay Combs. This Clay Combs guy used to call into our show, and he used to want to do Hank Hill, and he was really weird, and it was always a strange non sequitur, and, you know, we kind of laughed it off, whatever, until one day I said something about something that made him really mad, and he sent me this really huge email about how I'd lost my way, and I'd become dirty and offensive or something like that. I can't remember, but I remember the name at the end was Clay Combs. And so I'm watching Jesse's episode yesterday, and I will give one critique. I didn't like all the jumping to like all the different years, and I'm like, I just want to watch Jesse do the show, you know? I don't want to watch these. I don't want to watch like a clip show, right? But when he said his name is Clay Combs, I was like, what? Really? Same guy? That makes a lot of sense. Apparently, here's where I left off, Doom. Where I left off with the episode last night was Jesse had just used a voice changer to get Comedy Shaman to fall in love with him, pretending he was a girl. And he was using some kind of voice manipulation software, which is that's commitment to the bit on Jesse's part, because technically that's kind of gay. Like, if you're a dude getting a dude to fall in love with you using a voice changer, that's gay. So if you don't think that's a guy willing to go to the lengths necessary to get a W, you're sorely mistaken. Podawful.pizza. 265 from Eric says Gordy would have gotten into the Spicer Coke stash and gone out like Billy Mays had she gotten him anyway. I've thought about that before. You know, you can't keep Gordy locked in a like they kept the dog locked in a bathroom, and I didn't want April doing that. April was not healthy. April was doing cocaine every day. I didn't want Gordy going along. Luckily, she didn't put up a fight on the Gordy thing, but I was not going to let a dog go into that world. No way. Dub with $1 says, did Jesse PODAWFUL co-host your show ever? Didn't he show up at your house? Did I dream that? No. Jesse did co-host an episode with me once. But he did not show up at my house. He sent me coleslaw once from Lunds and Byerly's. It was really good. I'll say it every time I mentioned it. Every time I mention it, I don't know why Mersh got so mad at the coleslaw thing. That coleslaw was good. If you ask me, that's a friend move. I don't care if it's a troll or not. That's a friend move.